On February 6, 2018, private aerospace company SpaceX conducted its maiden launch for their orbital heavy lift launch vehicle, the Heavy Falcon, which is considered to be the most powerful rocket that man has made since historic Saturn V, the rocket that carried people to the moon. And as SpaceX continues to literally push the new age of space exploration, the biggest of the Falcon design rocket family is carrying the aspirations of the human race, bringing us closer to an interstellar future. In today's video, we're taking a look at what SpaceX has been doing with the SpaceX Falcon Heavy. Before we get into it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and notification bell for future updates. Many know that there is currently a new space race, one that aims to bring our civilization to a sphere of life that we could only consider to dwell in the realm of science fiction. New private endeavors within the aerospace industry that have sprouted well within the 21st century aim to bring us closer to outer space and far-flung celestial bodies more so ever than before. Leading the pack of this new age race is SpaceX, the company founded and backed by the richest man alive, Elon Musk. SpaceX is an aerospace manufacturer and space transportation services company that has already made numerous successful trips to space and to the International Space Station, launching cargo resupply missions while continuing the development for faster and more powerful means of attaining its aim of sending the human race to Mars. This is in part of Elon Musk's vision of an interstellar human civilization, one that would thrive by colonizing Mars first and would eventually expand further on towards deeper space. And while that may still well be far into the future, Musk and SpaceX has made leaps and bounds when it comes to bringing life and interest back towards space exploration. The aggressive drive of Musk's space company isn't just an expression of his personal passion towards what lies beyond, but is made for the realization that a solution must be drastically made in order for the human species to persist and survive. Earth, as we all know, may not be infinite when it comes to our tenure, and as such, humans must learn to travel to the stars. But to even get off the planet, Musk needs rockets to do so. At first, prior to the establishing of SpaceX in 2002, Musk had tried to purchase cheap rockets from Russia, but returned empty-handed after failing to find rockets for an affordable price. On his way back home, he realized that he should instead start a company. Its first foray at rocket development was the Falcon 1 rocket, which was launched as the first privately developed liquid fuel launch vehicle to go into orbit around the Earth on September 28, 2008. The rocket, which was designed by SpaceX from the ground up, would serve to be the progenitor of the Falcon family of rockets, which SpaceX would continue to develop after retiring the Falcon 1 after 5 launches. The Falcon 9, which succeeded the Falcon 1, is designed and operated by SpaceX, with the Falcon 9 rocket family already having been launched 112 times, with 110 full mission successes, 1 partial failure, and 1 total loss of spacecraft. The Falcon design features reusable first-stage boosters, which land either on a ground pad near the launch site or on a drone ship at sea. In December 2015, Falcon 9 became the first rocket to land using its own propulsion, allowing for vertical lift and vertical landing. After delivering a payload to orbit, this became a mega achievement, as this significantly reduced launch costs, owing to the fact that the development allowed SpaceX to fully retire the rocket. Using its own Falcon family core boosters, Falcon rockets have successfully landed 75 times in 86 attempts. The Falcon 9 rocket family includes retired versions, the Falcon 9 version 1.0, Falcon 9 version 1.1, and version 1.2 with the full thrust, Block 1 to 4, along with the currently active Block 5 evolution. The biggest among the lot is the Falcon Heavy, which is a heavy lift derivative of Falcon 9, and is the most powerful operational rocket currently existing in the world by a factor of 2. It has the ability to lift into orbit up to 64 metric tons, or 141,000 pounds, and can lift more than twice the payload of the next closest operational vehicle, the Delta IV Heavy. Falcon Heavy consists of the equivalent of 3 Falcon 9 rockets combined, effectively tripling its thrust power. Its 3 Falcon 9 engine cores has 27 Merlin engines that generate more than 5 million pounds of thrust at liftoff, equaling to the power generated by approximately 18 747 aircrafts. The Falcon Heavy was conceptualized early on in SpaceX history, with concepts for the Heavy launch vehicle using 3 Falcon 1 core boosters initially being discussed as early as 2003. Development of the Falcon Heavy's designs was based on Falcon 9's fuselage and engines, and would rely on SpaceX's mission experience to gain development changes to the Falcon Heavy rocket. SpaceX eventually unveiled the Falcon Heavy to the public in April 2011, with initial test flights getting delayed until 2018, when it carried its dummy payload. Elon Musk's personal Tesla Roadster playing David Bowie's Life on Mars as the rocket was launched with sufficient velocity to escape the Earth and enter an elliptic orbit around the Sun and cross the orbit of Mars. After the successful placement of the Roadster in its orbit, 2 of its booster cores returned to land safely back on Earth. Since then, the Falcon Heavy has had only 2 commercial launches, carrying a Saudi telecommunications satellite named Arabsat 6A into orbit in April 2019, and a mission for the U.S. Air Force's National Security Space Launch, which included launching the STP-2 payload, including 25 small spacecrafts, a few months later. The Falcon Heavy, however, has been set to play a key role in NASA's Artemis program, which would see humans returning to the Moon, with the Falcon Heavy rocket to provide commercial support missions to the Artemis program and transport the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft to the Lunar Gateway in 2024. In 2022, SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket is also set to launch NASA's Psyche spacecraft in a mission to study a unique metal-rich asteroid of the same name in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. The Falcon Heavy is also scheduled to launch mid-2021 for the U.S. Space Force, which would include launching a payload of 2 separate satellites. Many more contracts within the U.S. Department of Defense and U.S. Space Force are expected, as SpaceX has already been awarded 40% of the launches in Phase 2 of the National Security Space Launch contracts, which run from 2024 to 2027. As the SpaceX Falcon Heavy launched in 2018, it also brought forth one of the great engineering feats of our time, and can only push further humanity's limitless potential, which only time can tell. So what do you guys think about SpaceX's Falcon Heavy? We'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. Until next time.